On air and online for the next 4 hours is free shipping and handling. Hey, Lori Shore.
Hey, buddy.
Or 5 hours, next 5 hours. I'm saying 4. It's a 5-hour show today.
That is exciting. Are you gonna? You really do have to pace yourself.
Well, you know what? I have a little bit of a break because Rick Domeyer is going to take one of the Today's Special Value hits, giving me a time to run to the little host room.
There you know it.
And get a drink of water and sit down and catch my breath for a minute or two. So I'll have about 40 minutes off.
But I can relate to your mom, I gotta say. I always feel like I love it. Right down here.
I know. Yeah. She was like, I ordered them, I love them. And this is Lori Shore, PSM, by the way.
So good to meet you guys.
And so lovely to have you back with a brand new Mrs. Prindables.
Believe it?
And new in a lot of ways, because this is the sharing size apple.
This is the perfect. Let's start it out with that. This is our premier apple offer for the entire Valentine's Day season. And yeah, this is our sharing size. So when you talk about size, we've upgraded. We've gone from, you know, the pioneer caramel apple company to our larger size. That's our sharing size. Inside, we kind of upgraded or elevated as well.
Yeah, we don't do the Pink Lady apples very often. In fact, we haven't done a Pink Lady this large in 5 years.
Isn't that great?
Now, you were cheating on me. You had this on yesterday. And I understand that 3,000 of these have been ordered just since yesterday.
Isn't
3,000 sets.
Yeah.
Now, we're shipping either now or 2/5. Both will arrive in time for Valentine's Day. You're getting 6 apples. You're getting 2 flavors, 3 and 3. These are the sharing size Pink Lady apples.
Pink Lady apples.
And first, before we get into the newness of what's happening with the toppings, what characterizes a Pink Lady apple?
I'm so proud of this. Well, first of all, Pink Lady apples are just great by themselves. I mean, these are the things that you'll want to get at your grocery store or farmer's market and just eat, crunch into as is. They are sweeter than our Granny Smith, which we love. Still a tanginess. Pink Ladies are known for their tanginess, but sweeter. And one of the other things I love the best about them is they have a thin skin. So that transition from the inside sweeter Pink Lady flesh into those over-the-top decorative toppings is almost seamless.
Yeah, it's dunked first in that made in small batch buttery caramel, which is kind of like the glue, and then don't let this culinary term intimidate you. Then they glob on the toppings.
You got it.
Glob them on.
Glob them all on.
And they make, and your apples are so fresh that the ones you're ordering today haven't even been dipped yet.
Yeah, if you pick that immediate ship date, they still haven't been made yet. They'll be made right before they go out to you, which is the beginning of next week.
So let's start with this top flavor, and already 100 sets are gone. This is the top flavor, and this is salted milk chocolate toffee.
Exactly. So we took our 2 most popular flavors and elevated them. We took the milk chocolate chips, the Heath toffee pieces, and then you come in the things that look like almost like sugar crystals or salt crystals, or actually a combination of both. They're a sweet and salty.
I'm anxious to try that.
It is perfect, and what it allows us to do is better control how much salt you get to just that perfect whisper.
So it's not too salty, right?
Not too salty at all.
And then our second flavor is triple chocolate Valentine's Day Crunch.
Exactly. So the beloved white milk and dark chocolate chips, but we've added some white and pink crunch topping. And it's kind of inspired by a vanilla wafer cookie if you crunched it up with the pink colors.
Exactly. And all of these will come with sticks already included. They come with a sheet of 2 from stickers that are Valentine's related, and every bag is, or every apple is bagged.
You got it.
So it's important to know whether you're choosing the immediate or you're choosing 2/5, they'll all stay fresh until Valentine's Day.
Exactly, and they'll all get there in time. I got to add a sticker for Rachel. Just met her for the first time today. That's one of the stickers that you get.
Rachel, come here, my darling. Because I think it's time for us to eat. And let's let ladies go first.
Happy
well, you can have the whole apple. That'll be a snack for later.
That's right, you sure
but
will.
Rachel and I are both anxious to try this salty sweet.
And that is perfect because I gave you the vanilla crunch. You can try that a little later at your leisure. This is that milk chocolate toffee, and we added, let me cut this out for you, that salty sweet sprinkle on the top that kind of looks like
and
salt
ladies
or
first,
sugar
so
crystals.
Rachel, grab both.
Help yourself.
Thank you so much.
And you first, and then I'll follow.
Okay, great, great, great. And it's all, I would love to know what you think about the balance of the flavors.
I love it. Sometimes I have salted caramel and it's too salty.
Right.
This, not at all.
Isn't that
it's really a good blend.
It brings out the sweetness that way. Come on,
I mean, on one hand, you get salt.
Yeah.
And then you chew again and you get sweet. And you do a third time, you get a little bit of both.
I love that description.
This is lovely.
Wonderful.
Mm.
And
the
makes
Pink
a
Lady is
difference.
so
That's
bright.
what I was going to
That's
say,
so
the
great.
Pink Lady.
And the Pink Lady difference. Have you tried Mrs. Prindables before? Is this your
I
first time?
have during
Oh,
a
I'm so
Christmas
glad.
in July event. I was just saying over
Good.
on the chat.
Oh, good,
And
good,
ever
good.
since then, I look out for them and I love them.
But have
They're
you
so
tried
wonderful.
Pink Ladies?
Pink Ladies
before?
No, I
before.
had the Granny Smith before.
Isn't that
This
true?
is a real difference. It's
And
great.
we don't give up all of that tanginess. We love the Granny Smith because of that tanginess, and you still get some of that there, and you kind of want it with these over-the-top decadent toppings, but then you get that sweeter flavor as well, and you get the thinner skin, and then you get all of that
I'm
goodness.
loving this salty sweet. And
Isn't
you know
that
what?
fun?
And probably the best way to describe it, here are all the ingredients that are on the apples.
Oh, that's a good way to do it. Thank
And
you so much.
Lori said, if you were to taste this, you might think you were just tasting salt. You would actually taste salt and sweet.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You can
So,
eat this straight
I
almost.
might just do that.
Thank you. Am I right or what?
I get a little salt,
And you get a little sweet.
I get a little sweet, and then I get both.
Amazing.
This is lovely.
Amazing.
Thank you. And to be able to offer this kind of assortment, you know, we're known for our gourmet caramel apples, particularly during the Christmas season. But we picked this later apple variety that's harvested later in the season so we can bring you orchard fresh apples for not just Valentine's Day, but Galentine's Day. I mean, this is your awesome to the core. You're the apple of my eye. I mean, there's so many great ways
Awesome
to give
to
and
the
share.
core.
Amazing. I have one question from the chat before
Tell
I head
me.
back.
Yeah.
How long will they last?
Oh, good question, because this is important. We're starting with super fresh produce. You put them straight in the fridge right when you get them home. They'll stay fresh there for up to 3 weeks. So they'll arrive in time for Valentine's Day, and they'll stay fresh well past Valentine's
Amazing.
Day.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to let
So
them know.
take your apple
Thank
with you, and
very
when you
much.
get it home, pop it in the fridge if you're
I
not
will
ready
do
to
it
eat it right away.
immediately.
There you
I
go.
will. Thank you so much.
All right, now let me try.
Tell
now,
me.
We have,
Let me cut this fresh
We
for you.
have taken
that one's
4,000
good.
orders. That's 1,000 orders in this show.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, and,
And
you know,
we're more limited in February 5th. Is that right? February 5th, Sean? We're more limited in February 5th?
Great.
More limited in February 5th.
and
You were going to
don't
say,
be,
I'm sorry?
yeah, don't be afraid to order those earlier if you want them for Valentine's Day. But you know what I love about those numbers? Come on, the vanilla crunch, it takes all that great chocolatiness and it just adds something sweet. I got the dance, folks.
I'm not doing the
Please
the
note.
words because my mouth was full. Happy dance, happy dance, happy dance. These are lovely.
Aren't they lovely? And when you mentioned, you know, we give these updates, and I'm so thankful for David to let us know, you know, how many have been purchased. For me, each of those numbers, I hope, represents gatherings and connections and saying I thank you and I appreciate you and I notice you.
Connections are a good word.
Yeah, just this time of year. I mean, I feel like I'm always looking for an excuse to thank those people that I feel like I could never thank adequately.
Well, and I've told this story before. I have a wonderful next door neighbor. Her name is Beth, and she pulls in my packages for me when I'm not able to be home. And so I send her usually Mrs. Prindables apples
Yeah.
as a thank you. And I send a lot because I get a lot of packages. And she said, she texted me and she said, I have to thank you for sending the apples first. She said, but the most unexpected thing happened. We got ready to have the apple, and I sliced it up into small pieces, and all of the video games and all the cell phones went on the cabinet, face down. And she said, and we sat
impossible
down at the
these days.
table as a family, and instead of seeing the tops of my children's heads, we laughed and we ate apples and we talked about what happened during the day.
Don't you love
She said it
that?
was the most exciting and
Yeah.
unexpected thing ever, so thank you.
Oh my goodness,
And
that's just so
I
thrilling to
couldn't,
hear.
and I was like, wow, that's the last thing I was expecting her to say, right? Because her kids are like everybody's kids. They're always on
like
their
my
mobile devices,
kids,
right?
yeah.
Now, this is also the largest Pink Lady apple we've done in 5 years.
In 5 years, in any season of the year. I mean, this is really exciting. So the Pink Lady apples in themselves are quite special. I mean, we don't often get to bring these to you. To bring you not the individual size or smallest size, but this larger sharing size is also extra, extra special. And to take our two most popular flavors, triple chocolate that you see right here, and then that salted or that chocolate toffee that you see right there, and elevating those flavors with the sweet, salty crystal toppings and that vanilla pink and white crunch. I mean, we've kind of taken it to the next level, and I hopefully taken your enjoyment to the next level on every front.
Now, you're going to get 6 total apples.
Yes.
Now, they all come bagged like this one. They will last in your fridge for 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
We're either shipping immediately or 2-5. Both will arrive in time for Valentine's
Yes,
Day. Now,
yes.
you get 3 of the salted milk chocolate toffee covered apples with the sticks and the little to from tags that are adhesive that will come in a sheet like this.
Right.
Right? And then every apple comes bagged. And then you're getting 3 of the triple chocolate Valentine's Day Crunch apples. And these are the sharing size Pink Lady apples, the largest Pink Lady we've done in 5 years on QVC. I can tell you that just since yesterday now, almost 5,000 sets of apples. I have 500 people waiting to place orders. This is very, very popular.
Thank you.
And I'll tell you, the Pink Ladies don't happen very often. When I got the email, because I got up very early on Sunday morning, and I read through all my emails. And when I read, oh my word, they're Pink Ladies?
Yeah.
That's something we don't do often.
It's so true.
And nothing against Granny Smith. Granny Smith's great.
Right.
But Pink Lady is special.
It really is special. I mean, it has an elevated taste and kind of maybe an elevated cost too that often goes with it. But hopefully that isn't a problem when we do a big deal value and we give you this kind of size. I've got 2 of the apples cut up in front of me, so you get a sense of what this looks like. If you want to make this a platter, if you've got the family and more kind of at your home and you want to get them to gather around and enjoy this. This is 2 of these. So if you were to cut up all your apples, you get 3 of these together.
A big old pot of coffee or a cold glass of milk.
But also if you give these individually, I can add the tag here for David that he needs for his apple. One of these apples is what they get with that hot cup of coffee and all that great goodness. So hopefully this is something that you can really enjoy and be proud about when it comes to giving to people you care about, but also really enjoy when you enjoy them at home.
All right, it's important to know that we just made this available beginning yesterday.
Yes.
And already over 5,000 sets of apples are gone. Now, most limited is February 5th.
Right.
It's also the most popular. It's important to know that no matter which ship week you choose, immediate or 2.5,
Right.
if you leave them in the fridge, they'll last for 3 weeks.
I love it. Yes. And if you send it, let's say that you're going to gift this send it to somebody, get it there early and then help them give out their own Valentine's Day.
And we
as well.
can't do auto delivery because this has melties on it.
That's
right?
true. That's
and
true.
So, and if we ship these in the heat of summer, they would melt outside on your front porch.
Exactly.
So we can only do this during the cold weather months of the year. So right now is your time to stock up, and everything arrives in time for Valentine's Day, whether you choose immediate or 2.5. Now, we only have those 2 ship weeks, no auto delivery.
Right.
Everybody, just since yesterday when we kicked this big deal off, we have now taken orders for 5,500.
Wonderful.
In this show, 2,500 apples sets have been ordered.
Right.
And everything is free ship. Surprise, surprise, surprise. And this is a Pink Lady, yes?
And this is a Pink Lady, that glorious Pink Lady apple. We are a company that's tied first and foremost to great produce, and that's why using these Pink Ladies is important and special for us.
A Pink Lady has a thinner skin, so it gets you to the good stuff more quickly.
Yes, the good stuff more quickly.
And it is also a sweeter apple, where Granny Smith may be a little more tangy. This one's a little sweeter.
Yes.
And it's dunked in buttery caramel, rolled in toppings. Yes, there's a stick applied, and then it's put in a bag, and we give you a little sheet of 2 from adhesive stickers.
We give David an apple. That's what we do. At least one. Come on.
Very nicely done.
There you go. Just slide it in.
I don't know what's going to happen to this one. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Hey, Rachel is standing by. She has got lots of things to update us on, so let's check in with Rachel Ellis, and it's good to see you, Lori Shore.